3 Bitcoin scams you should avoid. With Bitcoin's ever-increasing popularity, scammers are taking advantage too. In this presentation, you're going to learn about 3 of the biggest Bitcoin scams you should learn to spot and avoid. Bitcoin is a scammer's dream currency. Unlike bank transfers, credit, or debit card payments, Bitcoin transactions are anonymous, untraceable, near instant, and above all, irreversible. These attributes are perfect for scammers because they know that once that send or pay button is clicked, there's no turning back for the victim, and they'll have their stolen Bitcoins in mere minutes. The first kind of scams I'd like to discuss are relatively easy to spot. The saying, "If it's too good to be true, it probably is," also applies to Bitcoin. If someone tells you to invest some Bitcoins in their product or service and you'll get a 10% per day return on your investment, then it most probably is a scam. Check whether the company is legitimate, that is, they're registered with the government. That said, it's still not a guarantee you won't fall for a scam, but doing a bit of homework before investing in anything is always a good idea. The second kind of scams are those spoofing government agencies or well-known large corporations. They will call you about some money you owe them, and that if you don't pay up, you're going to go to prison. This tactic works in some cases, especially when the victim owes money to that particular agency or corporation. They'd get so scared of leaving their families behind that all rational thought goes right out the window. So when the scammers tell them to make the payment at a Bitcoin machine, they willingly do so. The third kind of scams are phishing scams. These sorts of scams are pretty commonplace nowadays, and almost everyone knows when an email isn't coming from their bank or PayPal. But since Bitcoin is a relative newcomer, beginners often can't tell when an email is coming from their real Bitcoin wallet or exchange service. So they'd click on the email link, type their username and password on the imitation site, and get redirected to the original site, or wherever the scammers choose to send them. The scammers now have the victim's login details to the real Bitcoin site and can send available Bitcoins to their own wallets. Pretty scary if you have thousands or millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin in your account. 3 things to know before investing in Bitcoin. With Bitcoin's popularity, more and more mainstream investors are beginning to show interest in investing in Bitcoins, as well as other cryptocurrencies. But just like any other investment, you need to know the ins and outs so you don't lose out in the end. In today's presentation, you'll learn 3 very important things which you need to understand before you start investing in Bitcoin. Number 1. You don't need to buy one whole Bitcoin. Bitcoin prices have gone up astronomically in the last few years, and many experts are saying the prices could stay up for the next several years. Before you start worrying about whether you can afford to invest thousands of dollars for a few Bitcoins, you should know that each Bitcoin is composed of 100 million Satoshis. A Satoshi is the smallest Bitcoin unit, pretty much like cents to a dollar. This means that you can invest $10, $100, $10,000, or any other amount you like. Of course, the smaller the dollar amount, the smaller your Bitcoin value. Number 2. Price is highly volatile. Just like investing in the stock market, Bitcoins are also a high-risk and high-reward investment. Prices can fluctuate wildly and go up and down by thousands of dollars in a matter of hours. If you don't have the stomach for this, it's best to stay away from Bitcoin investing. But if you like to take calculated risks and you can afford to lose a few thousand or a few million, then go ahead and invest. Experienced investors can ride out a dip in the market price and patiently wait until the price goes up again. The best strategy when investing in Bitcoin is to invest only what you can afford to lose. This way, you don't get physically sick when you suffer a huge loss. Number 3. Don't leave your investment on an exchange. When buying Bitcoins, most people usually leave their digital money on the exchange platform. While many think this is safe, it's not. It's true you can easily access your money from anywhere with an internet connection, but it's also an easy way for hackers to steal your coins. With Bitcoin becoming more commonplace, more hackers are getting into the Bitcoin game. Therefore, it's best to check out other, more secure wallet options to make sure your investment is safe. 4 easy ways to acquire Bitcoins. There are many ways to earn yourself some Bitcoins, and you will need to either spend some time or some money to get them. In today's presentation, I'm going to show you 4 ways you can easily acquire Bitcoins. Note that I won't be including mining on this list because it requires an investment of both time and money, and as many miners can attest, it's certainly not an easy way to get Bitcoins. The first one would be microtasking, which usually involves doing some activity on a website. First, you sign up for the service, then you carry out the tasks they require you to do so you can get paid. Examples would be clicking or viewing ads, watching short videos, filling out surveys, downloading mobile apps, playing games, signing up for trial offers, spending a few seconds or minutes on the site itself, and so much more. If you think you're going to be paid handsomely, think again. You can spend an entire day doing a variety of jobs on these sites, and you'll earn maybe a few satoshis. The second one would be Bitcoin faucets. Faucets are websites that give away a few satoshis on a regular basis, whether it's every 15 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours, or once a day. This is a very popular method of getting Bitcoins for free, because you do almost nothing in exchange for free Bitcoins. All you have to do is sign up to a credible website and wait for your free satoshis to fill up your account. The third one would be selling your skills and getting paid for them in Bitcoins. You can offer freelance writing, design, programming, social media services, and more in exchange for some Bitcoins. There are freelance platforms that support Bitcoin payments, so if you have the right skills, this could be a lucrative and relatively easy way to earn yourself some Bitcoins. The fourth one would be buying or trading for some Bitcoins. This means you'll be trading your real money, or fiat currency, for Bitcoins. Of course, this option is only easy if you have the money to spend. If you don't have the cash to spare, any of the 3 options I mentioned previously would be a nice, free alternative for anyone looking to get started with Bitcoins.